Okay. All right. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I want to review a book by Ambrose Ibsen called Asylum. This was my first book from Ambrose Ibsen, actually, and it was a little difficult to find some information about the author, which I kind of like to, get a little bit more background information, who he is, where he's from, maybe where he went to college, or the things that he's written, and it seems like he's pretty prolific. He's definitely a horror, thriller, terror type author, which I like, which I've been into. But it was great reading somebody new, somebody that I've never read before. And I heard about Ambrose Ibsen basically from Amazon, from Kindle Unlimited. I've read I pretty much read every single one of Blake Crouch's books within like 2 months, just one after another, because Kindle Unlimited, pretty much all of his books are on there for free, which is great. And after I read Dark Matter and after I read Waywards, I was like, okay, Blake is pretty damn good. Let me read the rest of his stuff. And it was all on Amazon Unlimited. So Ambrose Ibsen actually came as a recommendation from all the Blake Crouch that I've read. And so, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of judged the covers a little bit, and the cover to Asylum looked creepy, and I wanted to read something creepy. And if you get a chance, just look at it on Goodreads or look at it on Amazon or something, and there's like this girl, I mean, you can tell it's like a girl with long hair and like some weird, like, patient outfit, and she's all blacked out, and it's just a very ominous, dark, demented cover, and it got me hooked. So I read this book not knowing really what to expect, and it was fantastic, man. It starts off a little slow. There's a protagonist. It's written in first person. The guy is a professor, and he gets approached by some students to start a like spiritual society, and he's kind of reluctant to do it, doesn't really want to do it, and he's kind of strapped for cash, and finds out that if he starts this society with the students, he'll basically get some reward money at the end of it. So money, the great motivator, right? So he gets involved. He thinks he's like, this is going to be the easiest $1,000 I've ever made, and it actually becomes way more difficult, and he goes down this rabbit hole and gets involved, and crazy things start happening. At the beginning of the book, I don't want to give anything away. I mean, this is within like the first chapter. He experiences something that is brought up throughout the rest of the book. So it's kind of a central theme right off the bat. But it was fantastic. I loved it. The way it ended, it was fast paced. It was definitely scary. It was spooky. I'm really excited to read the second one. Now, this is the Afterlife trilogy, and this is the first book called Asylum. So there's Asylum, then there's Forest, and then The Occupant, which I think the titles all have something to do with the trilogy, or what's something that's going on in the story itself. I'm giving this book 5 stars. It was very entertaining. It was a quick read. They're not crazy long books, which I mean I kind of like, fairly short chapters. If you want something a little spooky, a little scary, a little terror, check out Ambrose Ibsen, Asylum. I'm gonna do a review on his second book, Forest. See what that one is about. I'm really excited to read it, to get to it, and then I'm sure I'll probably, you can't do 2 out of 3. I'll probably finish the rest of the trilogy and read The Occupant. So anyway, Ambrose Ibsen, if you're out there, I hope you watch this review, man. You're doing good. I'm going to read more of your stuff. Okay, guys, thank y'all for listening. Subscribe or not, it's no big deal. Just keep reading. out there. Keep reading and support your unknown authors, quote unquote.